called by the Patriots. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter.
Second and 10.
Young to throw it.
Got a man. That's Leggett.
And he takes us up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. Just his second catch of the game so far. This one moves the chains.
And that's the kind of play this offense needs to maybe kick them into gear a little bit. They've been stuck in neutral much of the game. Perhaps that can give them a little bit of confidence that big plays are out there.
Here's Young from the shotgun.
This is caught by McMillan.
And he'll be out of bounds up near the 45 at the 44.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion that would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he...
And oh, my goodness, here's a 5th interception.
Picked up by Christian Gonzalez. And the Patriots will have solid field position here as they take over at their 45-yard line.
And that has to be a little bit discouraging because after all their halftime talk, adjustments, and points of emphasis, their first drive ends with an interception. Absolutely aggravating if you're a head coach because you spent all that time, gone through every situation possible, and it still ends in a turnover.
New England with a first down as they begin the drive.
They'll start following the interception in great field position at the 45. Oh, that's deep for Duvernay.
And this is caught inside the 5. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Patriot touchdown.
Devin Duvernay.
55 yards. And the Patriots are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Extra point splits the uprights, and that makes the score 21-0. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Pushing his way through. Now a crease here as he's past the 30. And he takes it all the way across the 40 before going out of bounds.
We all know that teams never want to use the word panic. But if they expect to win this game, it has to start right here, right now. That return just set them up for points, and it needs to be a touchdown, not a field goal.
Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone. We saw this a lot in the first half, and it continues. These receivers just not able to get much separation.
So that means they have to win the 50-50 balls. They've got to go up with the defender and find a way to start coming down with them.
And this time, contact and another incomplete pass.
Well, that'll be incomplete. Well, he took a shot as he let that go. And it's going to bring up a third down. Now, right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the first down and move the chains.
Sliding out of the pocket. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
His impatience has to be bubbling over, trying to find a way to get his team to the end zone for the first time. He did find a way to break contain and get outside to buy his receivers a little extra time, but the connection couldn't be made on that throw.
The 3 straight incompletions, they don't care. That hasn't dissuaded them. They're going to go for it on 4th. They'll try and throw for it here.
He's got his target. That's complete.
And he works free. And they'll get this to the 30-yard line before crossing over out of bounds. They go for it on 4th down, and it pays off big time as they pick up 29. They'll throw again. Young. And now here is another interception. Picked up by the Michigan man, Jabril Peppers. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Patriot defense has a touchdown. Now the extra point try forthcoming. It's good, and they stretch their lead to 28-0 now. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And they will wrangle him down a couple yards shy of the 30. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive.
Well, this has been a tough one for them, Charles. They've struggled really on both sides of the football. And one thing that's really plagued them, the turnovers. They've had issues keeping the football in their possession.
And every game that's ever been played, all coaches talk about taking care of the football and limiting turnovers. And in this one, after we saw that first turnover, we worried that things would snowball, and it certainly did, especially on the scoreboard.
Out to his left.
Oh, and that is incomplete.
Well, defensively, they haven't let him just sit in the pocket and get comfortable, and that's opposite a lot of game plans in today's NFL. Ordinarily, you're trying to keep the quarterback hemmed in. In this case, they brought the heat, and if he flushes out, they're fine with that, and they force another incompletion.
It's Young off play action. They'll roll him out right. And my goodness, another interception. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Patriot defense has a touchdown. Out comes the kicking team here for the extra point. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away.
And this return going to come to a quick end as he is belted at the end of that one.
This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go.
It's a game that they would rather probably forget about, at least to this point, Charles. And one reason is turnovers. The turnover on the last drive, they had the issue in the first half as well.
That's caught inside the 20. Touchdown, Carolina. A big play there. 74 yards.
And the Panthers are able to claw one back.
Extra point right down the middle. And that'll cut the lead down a bit to 28. Here's Martin now following the score as he'll send this one away. And he's going to be out of bounds on the return. Not a great return. They'll start back around the 17. Flag comes in. This might be a free play. Launching one for Henderson. And now here is another interception. Picked off by Marshawn Lattimore.
And the Panthers are going to take over at their own 41.
And that one was relatively easy to see. I noticed that from up here.
Yeah, it doesn't take a whole lot, does it? Sometimes you get multiples. What I always love on these offsides is when each side points at the other. Hey, you did it. No, you did it. They deciphered that one correctly.
He's airing it out for Williams. And the defense loses him. It's complete. And he's in. Touchdown, Patriots. A great effort there. His third touchdown now on the year.
And the Patriots get another third-quarter touchdown to add on to that lead.
Point after, right down the middle. And the lead grows even larger here in the third quarter. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away.
And he's going to be stopped cold. Good coverage there by the kick team to bring that return to an abrupt halt.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive.
Well, partner, you know, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll...
And that's caught inside the 35.
And he steps out of bounds, but not before he gets inside the 35.
So into Pat's territory now. Here's 1st and 10, down at the 33. To throw, Young. Eluding the pressure right.
He'll find McMillan here.
And he'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds.
16 more on that one and another first down.
Well, maybe this offense has learned something from watching their counterparts work. I'm wondering if their coaching staff said, let's do what they've been doing the entire game, because that's worked well. This offense, they have not looked particularly good all game long. But a nice throw there for a good game and a first down.
To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
At this point in the game and the situation they're in, partner, these incompletions that we're seeing, they need to turn into positive snaps, and soon.
They'll send the tight end in motion. Again, it's Young. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
They haven't been able to stop them so far this series, but getting a nice little stand from their defense now.
3rd down, Young from the gun. And he will be brought down at about the 6-yard line. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
And this is an offense in need of getting a few good things to happen. Here's one right here. They've had their share of struggles in key moments, but that's a nice throw and nice work after the throw.
And my goodness, another interception.
And the Pats are going to have it here as they'll start at their own 7.
At their own 7-yard line.
The Pats at the line, ready to go.
They got the ball now following a big play, keeping the other guys out of the end zone. Now they'll start deep in their own territory, 1st and 10.
They just do get the playoff as he'll look to throw. Looking middle, and that's complete. And able to get it across the 20 before they get to him.
From the shotgun, it's May.
Being chased out left. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped.
It's a gain of 10. First down, New England.
And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the third quarter has come to a close. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down.
To the air, May.
Buying time to his left. And he's out of bounds, able to take this one up to the 35. He'll wind up getting right about 4 there on the scramble, and it's 2nd down.
They'll throw with May. Oh, it's deep for Duvernay.
And that will be incomplete. Trying to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains. Looking to throw, May. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he will have a Patriots first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. Here's May. He's airing it out for Williams. And a penalty flag comes in as that one winds up incomplete, but the contact is going to move the ball well downfield. So the yellow flag came out, and that leads to a new set of downs for this offense. 1st and 10. From the gun again to Henderson.
And he stopped immediately there.
Here's 2nd and 10. Throwing here is May.
Touchdown, Patriots. Hunter Henry. A 16-yard touchdown.
And the Patriots go nearly the length of the field and finish it off with 6 points.
And this one incomplete. So they went for the 2. They don't get it. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away.
And this return going to come to a quick end as he is belted at the end of that one.
This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go.
And the last time out, they had the good drive going. You get in the red zone, they throw the interception. Not their first pick of the game either, so we'll see if they're more careful, more cautious here on this drive.
Yeah, nothing worse than repeat mistakes, right? You end up coughing the ball up, you end up throwing a pick, everything goes awry, and now points don't go up on the board. I just heard a fan scream out, I thought the idea was to score points. Yeah, they're getting a little restless too.
Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete.
And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout. It's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
Now Young. And unable to connect, incomplete. Now give them credit, they took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
Even with such a big lead late, the effort hasn't lapsed one bit. If the offense wants to score some points in this one, they're going to have to earn it. These guys are not giving up anything.
And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter, let's see how this plays out. That's to his running back, complete. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. And the Panthers turned away on 4th down. And it'll be a turnover on downs. They'll try and start this drive in the air.
And that'll be off the mark, too far out in front, and it's incomplete. Well, at this juncture, CD, you normally see teams pack in the passing game. They've got the huge lead. Not them, though. They're still taking their shots.
I remember reading in past history, there was a college football coach in the Hall of Fame whose nickname was Close the Gates of Mercy. Well, he wasn't really big on that. He was big on going ahead and scoring. He's kind of reincarnated right here. We're watching it in front of us.
To throw, it's May. And that is going to be incomplete as he led him a bit too much.
Pretty secure lead, but what's the harm in adding another touchdown, right? At least that's what they were thinking on that snap. But if he wants to add more points, got to bring the throw down just a little bit and keep it in the end zone.
That's to the right sideline, and it falls incomplete. But their passing attack, even though that one was incomplete, has been really sharp in this one. It's resulted in a lot of touchdowns, and it looks like they're not going to stop throwing the football until the very end of this one.
Well, that will certainly make everyone involved on offense pretty happy because that gives them all a chance to pad their stats a bit. But as far as the actual need, you and I both know they can just run this clock out because this one, it was over a long time ago.
They'll try and throw for it with May.
And he's brought down. Can't do anything with a football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. The Patriots come up empty on 4th down. And the Panthers will get the football back. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. Young will set to throw. He sets to fire deep. Well, this is taken in. It's complete. goes across for the touchdown. Too little, too late, but he does get in for 6.
No wonder you're grinning. You just beat me in our fantasy league.
Indeed I did, my good man. Extra point splits the uprights as they make the score just a slight bit more respectable here in the final quarter of play. So still lots of work left to do, but here comes the onside kick. And this is secured by the Patriots. Now they're down big here in the fourth. They had to try the onside kick. Can't fault them for the effort at least.
No, you can't at all. And if nothing else, now you've put something that you're trying to practice, right, that you've worked on into a game situation, and now you can go back and dissect it. So if you need it again sometime, maybe you'll find a better way to do it. But, yeah, this game's pretty much done for them.
They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. Again, it's Henderson. And he's going to have a first down on a gain of about 10, and that'll take us to the 2-minute warning. 41 yards rushing for him now on what was his 10th carry of the ball game. They run the toss with Henderson. And this time they were ready for him as they'll stop him right at the line of scrimmage. So fresh out of the 2-minute warning, and here's another timeout taken with 1:55 remaining. Now a 2nd and 10. Now it looks like he'll throw here. Open man down the field is Henry. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or two shy of the 10. From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. Play action. May. He'll buy some time right. Right back to Henry, and Henry's got it again. And a hard tackle there as he'll go down after a gain of about 5. Henderson running straight ahead. And he's brought down right at the 5-yard line. Give him 2 on the play. 7th play of the drive now as they come up on a 3rd and 3. He'll look to throw. And it's caught. And he will get into the end zone.
Feel like I'm never enough.